These are my predictions for game week 42 in the Championship. So there's only 5 matches now for the majority of the teams in the Championship, of course the promotion battlers and the relegation contenders. And it's another massive game week that could seal a team's fate or save them from that fate. There's one game on Friday, one on Sunday and then the rest on Saturday. Let's just get straight into it. First game on Friday night is West Brom versus Millwall, two teams on alright form. Of course a couple of weeks ago Millwall got that important win at Borough but then lost to Norwich at home. Whereas for West Brom they're unbeaten in 5, a couple of wins in there. I think Millwall in this game will get the job done, so I'm going 2-1. The next one is Coventry versus Sheffield Wednesday. Of course Coventry on the verge of promotion. They can get promoted on Saturday but not against Wednesday. Of course they need to wait for the 3 o'clock results. Of course Wednesday already down months ago, no hope for them. So I think it's a pretty simple Coventry 3-0. Now Norwich Ipswich, that's a massive game isn't it, half 12 on Saturday. Of course a massive derby with a lot riding on it for Ipswich. And if Ipswich were to win it'd be the first double since the late 90s. I think it'll be a feisty game, both teams on decent form, going for a 2-2. Next up is a pretty dead rubber, QPR versus Bristol City. Both teams aren't going down, aren't going up, so what's the point? Despite saying that, both teams are on good form, probably hitting it too late into the season. QPR have had some decent wins recently, of course Roy Hodgson for Bristol City coming in and turn it around a bit. But I think QPR will get the win in this one, 2-1. Another sort of dead rubber, of course Charlton versus Preston. Charlton are down near the relegation zone, but whether they go down or not is a different question. Whereas Preston banging mid-table as they should be. Both teams are on mixed form, so I'm going for a 0-0. Leicester versus Swansea now, of course Leicester fight for their life down the bottom. And they need a massive end to the season, of course, as their 6 points won't be being returned to them. To be fair, neither team have won in full, but Swansea have got some decent points against Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. So I think Swansea could nick this one 2-1. Middlesbrough versus Portsmouth now, massive game at both ends of the table. Borough are now out of the top 2 and of course that draw against Swansea last time out wasn't ideal. Borough do need to get back to winning ways and I think they will do that today to be fair. Pompey haven't been on brilliant form either, so I'm going to go 2-0 Borough. Oxford versus Watford is an interesting one. Of course Oxford still got a lot to play for. They're fighting for the lives in the relegation and of course had a decent last month or so. Whereas Watford the 10th now, it's a dead rubber for them, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I could see this being another draw for Oxford, so I'm going for 1-1. Next up is my team, Sheffield United versus Hull. I don't have much confidence for it. I think Hull are a better team than us at the moment and all season to be fair. I think the Hull players will be up for it more than the United ones. I think we're going to lose 2-0. Southampton versus Derby is arguably game of the week this weekend. It's 6th versus 8, 3 points separates them, and it's a good chance for one of them to stake a claim for that playoff place. Derby have done well this season, don't get me wrong, but you can't bet against Southampton, so I'm going 3-0. The final game of Saturday is Stoke versus Blackburn. For Stoke, it's dead rubber. For Blackburn, it's a massive game in the relegation battle. I don't think Blackburn are too far off safety, to be honest. Another win, maybe. It's a weird one because Stoke isn't an easy place to go, but of course it's a dead rubber, so I'm going 1-1. And on Sunday, the final game of the game week, of course, Birmingham versus Wrexham. Of course, a big game for Phil Parkinson's team as a look to get the playoff place. But last time out, it was a shocker against Southampton. 5-1 defeat at home as well. For Birmingham, the 16th, they're not going up, they're not going down, so it's sound for them. Birmingham have struggled for home form recently, so I'm going 2-0 Wrexham.